Hey glossettes, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fact that Welcome to Bloxburg has just been bought by a company, because there is a ton of fake information being spread about this and a lot of people are getting quite confused. Yeah, I thought it was best to come on and explain, especially because I've been getting messages from people seeing TikToks and stuff, and of course TikToks are so full of fake news and they're just creating utter chaos. So I thought I'd come and explain what's actually going on for you guys. So late last night for me, this tweet was posted by Evan Bear, which says, Welcome to Bloxburg was acquired by a company known as Embracer. They own games like Tomb Raider and Borderlands. Allegedly, it was acquired for upwards of $100 million. However, the actual amount isn't public, and then it says they made 37 million USD in 2021 to 2022. So that's talking about how much Bloxburg made. So yeah, this seems to be the tweet that started it all. And then it's actually linked to this tweet here, which is an account that is talking about the company that has apparently bought Bloxburg. Don't worry, I will explain it in simpler terms in a second. This is just what we're going to start off with. So they basically said that apparently the secret company that this company bought in August was the company that owns Bloxburg, which is Corpus's company. So yeah, this is the tweet that started it all. What is being said here is that a company called Embracer has apparently bought Welcome to Bloxburg for $100 million or above that. And obviously a lot of people are panicking, thinking that Corpus won't be the owner anymore, or the game's going to change or get deleted, and that is all so not gonna happen. Just there's a lot going on that I'm gonna unpack here, but just to start this off, 1, Bloxburg is not being deleted, 2, Corpus isn't going anywhere, especially not for the moment, and 3, the game isn't gonna completely change and be like an Adopt Me or something. A lot of people are worried about that. It's very unlikely that any of this is gonna happen. Everyone's blowing this so out of proportion. So let me explain properly what seems to have happened. So of course all of this has just popped up on Twitter and the whole Bloxburg community is going crazy over it. If you search Bloxburg on Twitter, it's just so many people talking about it here. So let's start off at the beginning and look at what's actually happening here. I've been going around Twitter and everywhere collecting all of the information that's been going around, and I'm going to explain everything right from the very start for you guys and try and explain what's actually going on. So just want to say, Corpus hasn't actually released an official statement about any of this, so all of the information you're about to hear could not be true, but I'm 99% sure it is. But this is just all the things that are going around Twitter. So what's happened is a lot of documents have been going around, like these ones on screen, and these are apparently the contract between Corpus and the new company that's apparently bought Bloxburg. But when I did some more digging, I realized that these kind of documents weren't actually between Corpus and the company. Well, it's very unlikely they were anyway, and you'll find out why in a second. I found this post by someone called It's Avian, which kind of explains another side of the story that a lot of people don't seem to be talking about, and it kind of actually explains everything a lot better. So I'm going to explain it for you guys and put it in some easier words. So first off, Corpus is going to be called Corpus in this story. The company that apparently bought Bloxburg, Embracer, is going to be called Company B. And then there's another company called Precise Innovations, which we are going to call Company A. So you need to keep track of those two names, but we're going to call them Company A and Company B just to make this easier. So what this post is apparently they found more information about the situation, and it says on March 24th, 2021, which was last year, an organization known as Precise Innovations, which we're calling Company A, filed for the trademark name Welcome to Bloxburg. If you don't know what trademark is, it's basically where companies and people can technically own a kind of phrase or something like that. For example, you can't exactly open your own McDonald's. You can't use the word McDonald's, otherwise you'll get in trouble by the company because they have trademarked that name. It is their name. So that's basically what it means. Anyway, Company A trademarked the name, and then this year in November, Corpus and his team decided they wanted to trademark the name because obviously they own the game. But then when they tried to, it was obviously rejected because Company A had already trademarked this name last year, meaning they kind of own it. So Corpus and his team then had to file a letter of process, meaning to object this and kind of say, look, we don't think this is right, this is actually our name. So yeah, this other company had the name already though from last year, even though they don't actually own the game. So this year, when Corpus and his team went to try and trademark it, because obviously Welcome to Bloxburg is his game, he realized that he couldn't, so he sent a letter to the president of Company A, letting him know that the game is his and he owns the rights to the trademark and it's his game. And apparently Company A actually used fraudulent sent images of Coptus's game of Welcome to Bloxburg to get this trademark, even though the game isn't actually theirs. So the letter that Coptus sent basically apparently demanded that Company A fix all this and, you know, give them the trademark, give them the name so they can own it. But Company A said no, and they didn't want to do it, and they said that no one owns the rights to the names because Coptus didn't already, you know, get it beforehand. And the president of Company A said that it was going to cost Coptus $1.5 million if he wanted the name. And then obviously Coptus's team weren't happy about this because the game is theirs. So they tried to kind of argue against this, saying, you know, you fraudulently used the Bloxburg things that aren't yours. If you want to read the full thing, it's here, but that's basically it. Company A trademarked the name Welcome to Bloxburg and all of the Bloxburg stuff, and it's actually Coptus's. So, and they weren't going to give it to him, and he'd have to pay for it, which is basically what this post is saying. And that happened earlier this year. And around that time, all of the other documents that people have now been spreading started popping up. So now we're going to talk about Company B, which is the company that's apparently bought Bloxburg. So, as I told you earlier, a lot of documents had been posted, and people thought these were between Coptus and Company B. And we're going to focus on this one more specifically. In this one, people thought was Company B telling Coptus that, you know, he can't do any of this anymore, he can't use the name Welcome to Bloxburg, he has to delete anything related to it, and he has to never publicly claim any relationship to Welcome to Bloxburg, he can't talk about it openly. So people thought this company was saying this to Coptus, so people thought this was addressed to Coptus and that Coptus couldn't do any of this anymore since the company had allegedly bought it, and that he couldn't talk about or do anything about the game whatsoever. And this is why people panicked, because they thought, oh my gosh, Coptus is leaving, you know, Coptus is going to have nothing to do with the game anymore, it's going to just be this company's. But here's the thing, if you use the information I've just talked about and you read this again, this is quite clearly Company B, the one that's bought Bloxburg allegedly, talking to Company A, the one that took the trademark last year of the name. So it's not even about Coptus at this part. If you look at all the information, it shows that there was a trademark last year, which was obviously Company A trademarking it, but now Company B has taken over and now owns the Welcome to Bloxburg trademark and stuff. So they now technically own Bloxburg. So here's what I think has happened. Coptus has signed some sort of deal and contract with Company B, Embracer, the company that's apparently bought it, and in this contract, Company B is now helping Coptus get, you know, the trademark from Company A. So these screenshots here, you know, the ones talking about you're not allowed to have anything to do with the trademark anymore, are Company B talking to Company A, getting the trademark off of them, basically helping Coptus get it back. And if you look at Coptus's, you know, Twitter bio and stuff, he's still on the development team of Bloxburg. He's not got rid of anything, like he's still there, and it just makes no sense that Coptus, you know, would have nothing to do with Bloxburg all of a sudden and just give it to this company. So yeah, what I think's happened is Coptus and Company B technically owns it all, but you know, Coptus still works on Bloxburg. He's still the developer. You know, they've just got some sort of deal and this company technically owns it, which a lot of Roblox games do. A lot of Roblox games are owned by other companies that kind of help the actual developers of it with stuff, a lot of the time with legal stuff like trademarks, and you know, they help them get developers, they help them kind of benefit the game, not take it away completely, which is a lot of people think that's it. They think Coptus is going to be gone, they think the game's going to be deleted, and that is so unlikely to happen. Obviously, none of this is 100% confirmed until Coptus says something. People are blowing it completely out of proportion. To me, it looks like Coptus has just got a deal, a contract with this company, you know, which has now helped him get the trademark back. The company technically owns it all, but it's to benefit the game. Coptus is still involved, and if anything, it's going to make the game so much better. And from what I've seen, they're also going to help him get, you know, more developers, which probably means more update, more content. Like, it's a good thing. From what it looks like, it's just a good deal. It's got nothing to do with Coptus completely leaving or anything like that. So everyone that's spreading information like that is just so wrong and is scaring the community for no reason. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that because so many people are getting confused, and you just need to calm down and not worry because Coptus isn't going anywhere, especially right now. That's basically it. If there's more information that comes out, I will come and explain again if anyone needs anything else covering, because it's kind of confusing and I haven't included everything because there's just a lot of information that isn't needed. That is basically the basics of what I'm pretty sure is going on here. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will answer them for you. I promise there's nothing that's gonna go wrong right now. Everything's fine. But yeah, that's it. I love you all so much, glossettes, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!